dry ewes off the hill now. There's a couple that are just starting to get a bit crippled again, so I'm going to sort them out and get them bolused, etc. A count of number of total ewes I've got that are good, that are correct. I am still trying to up numbers slightly, so yeah. But the way the prices are, we'll maybe just have to maintain for just now. I've pulled out all of what I know, so it'd be anything that's new that's got a bad udder or teeth. I haven't done teeth yet, so I'll do teeth as well. But hopefully there won't be too many. Don't blame me for wanting to stay on this, girls. Through the clover, lovely fresh grass. Tubs in now. 2 months early, but hey, look at the grass. I'm only joking. This grass is for newly calved cows. Get the milk to them, hopefully. So yeah, but this part was eaten like this. It was eaten that bare, and a wee touch of heat, a wee sprinkle of fern. Serious. Lie down! Wait! Lie down. Lie down. Tara, lie down. So at this time of year, as you can see, I run all of my ewes as one big batch. So this is my earlies and my main lambing ewes are all together, but the gimmers, so the ones that haven't lambed, are kept separate until after scanning in January. This is the first time having all the ewes in the shed. Stand in the new setup. So this ewe here, after I check her mouth, you can see that I give her a wee spray mark. This is just because her teeth are getting a wee bit gappy, a wee bit long. She's just an older ewe, so I'm going to mark her and pull her out and tub her with my earlies just to keep a closer eye on her, as she'll be running with a smaller group. And if she does start to get leaner, then I will need to act on this, obviously, because she's not only is she an older ewe, but obviously she might not be getting enough nutrition with that wee gaps in her teeth. Now a lot of people would probably just cull that, and I'm maybe wrong keeping her, but I always just give them the benefit of the doubt. You can see here I'm also scanning all the ewes tags, so there is an EID reader within the Pari as well, but I wanted to just get an updated record on the wand so I can send this across to Flockwatch, and then they can run a comparison of the tag numbers that are on Flockwatch currently compared to the sheep tag numbers that we've got on farm. So I was just doing sort of double cross-reference just to be definite that everything was right and everything was reading correctly. Well, unfortunately this ewe has acquired mastitis since being weaned, so I'm just giving her a mark on the back and she'll get shed out separately as she'll be for getting sold. I will not be breeding with her again. Then the next ewe is an early ewe that I've marked separately. So I've already gone through all of their teeth and udders, so I'm just reading her tag and then she'll get away. Getting through them. They're running through here quite well actually, which is really good. You get to know tag numbers each year, so you kind of get a rough idea of what was last year's gimmers, what this year's got, etc. So you get to know and just generally look through guys because if they're a wee bit older. So I'm not being too particular on that because obviously there are quite a bit out there that's not is getting a good checking over just to make sure. But yeah, on the whole, teeth are quite good. The backing gates do seem to still just be a wee sticking point for them. I'm not sure why, because we did have backing gates in the old race outside. But yeah, I mean this is their first time through, so they probably are thinking, what on earth is going on? If any of the ewes here that I'm going through tags don't scan or they're missing a tag, then they get replaced. So it's a legal requirement that the sheep must have 2 tags in their ears after they are, I think it's older than 1 year old, and one of them has to be EID readable. All the good ewes are now heading back out to the hill where they will stay until closer to tupping time, and then they'll come down for a bit of a flush. I thought because the ewes had been in would be a good opportunity to get a poo sample tested. So I'm just going to drop it in and I'll get the results later on. See, this is to see if the ewes need wormed pre-tupping at the moment. You might be safer going forward a bit. Yeah. I'm just worried it's going to come with a massive... Oh, you're okay. You're okay. We have sawdust. So it's more like chippings actually than sawdust, but Davey went and picked this up last night from Gary. Shout out to Gary. So this I'm just about to spread now in the shed up here. Just see how far it's going to go, and hopefully it'll just keep everything a wee bit cleaner, a bit drier. But yeah, so let's go spread it all out. Ta-da! So got everywhere nicely covered in sawdust. Hopefully this will keep it a bit tidier, keep the stock a bit tidier. So it was really easy, just shook it out in the bucket and then just spread it about a wee bit with a shovel. So yeah, everything's completely covered, S-bend, everything, right up to the Pari, and then obviously the holding pens, and then I've put a wee bit thicker at that far wall, just because obviously that's then leading into the foot bath. But yeah, it looks awesome with a bit of sawdust down. So today we are doing the first abortion vaccine. So starting with Entovac. So in the box here you get your freeze-dried vaccine, the thing to mix the 2 bottles, and then your solution here to make it into a liquid. So they get 2 ml of this vaccine each. So I'll just mix it here. Really important, always make sure you've got gloves on whenever you're working with abortion vaccines, because obviously it's an abortion vaccine, and you never know how it might affect your own body. So very important. So just open up this thing here to mix it with. So put one end into the freeze-dried solution, freeze-dried vaccine I should say, and then the other end into the solution, and then tip a wee bit of the solution into the freeze-dried, see it going in there, just give it a mix, make sure it's all dissolved, all nicely dissolved in there, and then turn it back round and you'll see it going into the solution. So just make sure it's all nicely dissolved, mixed well, and then it'll be good to go. This bottle will do 20 doses, so do about 20 gimmers. So that's all out, ready to go. We're also doing, they're also getting their Heptavac booster today as well, so they're getting a Heptavac and their first abortion, and then in probably a fortnight's time they'll be getting their second abortion, which is Toxovax, and then a bolus. So yeah, they get all the works. This is just the gimmers. I'll only bolus in the ewes because, as I've said, we did a fecal test and they came back completely clear. So I'll get a test done for these guys and make sure they don't need wormed as well. And then that'll be everything. So this is costing us probably, I don't know, I'd need to actually work it out, but it'll be like £8 to £10 a head probably for these gimmers on top of what we paid for them. So it is a fair expense, but hopefully it saves any disasters happening at lambing time, and you know, they go in lamb, they're scatting twins or whatever, and then you get hit at lambing time with abortion. It's the last thing you want. So personally, this is just what we do. I know some people have varying opinions on this, and you know, might only do one or might do none, or might be the same and do both. Anyway, this is what we're doing at the moment. This is how we're wanting to weigh up the risk. But yeah, like I say, everyone is different. Just need to remind myself where to do this. Okay, doesn't matter where you do it. Slight technical issue. Don't know if you can see this very well, but see that in there? I don't want to pull it out too far because I'm worried that I'll lose medicine, but yeah. That is broken. So I'm gonna have to go and find another Heptavac gun. And until then, I can't continue because as you can see, I still have all this to do. So I need to go get a gun. This is also their first time through the new setup as well. First time being handled. Yeah, it's all new for them. Take two. New gun. Let's try and finish them. I had a couple of meetings today as well. And I thought, oh, I'll have plenty of time, bash this out, get the meetings done and then I'll be fine, but it didn't work out like that. Anyway, hopefully, I now just have the fear that the third thing is that generator's going to run out of fuel next before I finish. Let's hope not. There's a couple of them here that are a wee bit mucky at their back end, so I'm just using the battery clippers to give them a tidy up, just to keep them nice and clean in preparation for topping. Roxy stays at the back of the pen here just to keep the gimmers up, make sure that they keep filling down the race into the Pari for me. So as you can tell, Roxy misses nothing and nobody gets past her easily. Well, I think that's it for this one. I hope you have enjoyed it as always, and thank you for watching. Please feel free to give it a wee like and subscribe to keep up to date with everything that I'm getting up to, and we shall catch you for the next one. Happy Sunday!